So moving on to question number 9. So this is about a bird species. So some bird species don't raise their own chicks. Instead, adult females lay their eggs in other nests next to other bird species' own eggs. Female cuckoos have been seen quickly laying eggs in the nests of other bird species when those birds are out looking for food. After the eggs hatch, the non-cuckoo parents will typically raise the cuckoo chicks as if they were their own offspring, even if the cuckoos look very different from the other chicks. Which choice best describes the function of the underlined sentence in the text as a whole? So this is the underlined one. So we have to find what is the function or the use of that sentence. Is it A, it introduces a physical feature of female cuckoos that is described later in the text? Is it B, it describes the appearance of the cuckoo nests mentioned earlier in the text? Is it C, it offers a detail about how female cuckoos carry out the behavior discussed in the text? Or is it D, it explains how other birds react to the female cuckoo behavior discussed in the text? So if we look carefully, we can easily answer this question. Choice C is the best one. Why? Because it's the best one to describe how the underlined sentence functions in the text as a whole. The first two sentences where it says some bird species don't raise their own chicks, instead adult females lay their eggs in other nests next to other bird species' own eggs. That is mentioned in the first two sentences. It just establishes that birds of some species, they don't raise their own young. So they are talking in general about these type of birds. Instead, they lay their eggs in the nests of birds of other species. Now, and then the underlined sentence is giving an example. The underlined sentence that then states that female cuckoo birds engage in this behavior having been observed. So they have been observed specifically laying their eggs in other nests while the other birds are out finding food. So they have been observed that when other birds go to find food, they just go quickly and lay the eggs. So according to the text, the cuckoo chicks are then raised by the other birds. Thus, the underlined sentence provides a particular detail about how female cuckoos carry out the behavior of laying eggs for other birds to raise. So it is offering a detail about how female cuckoos carry out the behavior. So what exactly they do. And A is saying it introduces a physical feature of female cuckoos. That's not correct. Rather than mentioning a physical feature of female cuckoos, the underlined sentence introduces a specific behavior of female cuckoos, laying eggs in the nests of birds of other species when the birds are away. The only reference to physical feature is in the last sentence, general mention of cuckoo chicks looking different from chicks of other species. So the looks is not even mentioned except in the last sentence that the cuckoo's chicks will look different. That's all. But it's not in the underlined sentence what we need. And then B is incorrect because the underlined sentence refers to the nests of birds other than cuckoos and doesn't describe how any nests look, cuckoo or likewise. Instead, the sentence addresses how female cuckoos use other birds' nests. And then D is incorrect because the underlined sentence describes only female cuckoo behavior, that is laying eggs in the nests of birds of other species when other birds are away. It's the last sentence of the text that addresses the other birds' reaction, indicating that those birds usually raise the cuckoo chicks once they have hatched. So it's not explaining how other birds react. That is mentioned in the last sentence, that they still raise those birds anyway, even if they don't look like their own chicks. Okay, so I hope that's clear.